here are things to do when you're bored. The first thing is make Play-Doh. This requires 2 ingredients. They are 1.5 tablespoons of cornstarch and 1 tablespoon of lotion, and food coloring is optional. First, you want to add in your lotion and cornstarch to a bowl. Add in your cornstarch a little bit at a time and mix in small intervals. Depending on your lotion, you may need to use more or less cornstarch, so do this slowly. It's sticking to my fingers, so I'm adding in more cornstarch. You'll know that it's almost done when it's not sticking to the sides of the bowl. I'm just adding just a little bit more cornstarch so that it's barely not sticking to my fingers. Then I'm slowly working in small parts and to create a ball. And this is what it looks like. You can leave it like this, or you can add in food coloring. I am adding yellow food coloring to this. When mixing this in, you can wear gloves, and I would recommend that because I did end up staining my hands yellow, but you don't need to. But then again, you should, so... To store them, all you have to do is take some plastic wrap and rub lotion on it and on the Play-Doh, and then wrap it tightly. You can store this in an airtight container or a Ziploc bag. Next, I'm going to show you how to make crystal jars. For this, you'll be needing a mini cork bottle, Epsom salt, funnel, and food coloring is optional. First, you want to take your mini cork bottle. You could probably find this at the dollar store, and mine has an eye pin and a jump ring. This can make it into a charm for jewelry or into a keychain, but you don't need this. Next, I'm adding in my funnel and slowly spooning in my Epsom salt. It wasn't going down, so I'm tapping it so that it falls into the jar. This is what the first spoon did, but it wasn't enough, so I'm doing a little bit more. Also, if you don't have a funnel, you can use paper and make a funnel out of that and use that as well. As you can see, it is full, but there's not enough room for a cork to fit in it, so I'm going to have to empty it out a little bit. Step to this is to add your cork on it, and now you can use it as a charm for keychain or jewelry, or just use it as display. I'm also going to show you how to color your Epsom salt. Just add in your food coloring and just mix it in. You can add in as much or as little food coloring as you want, and I also like this effect as well. Show you how to make a scrunchie. For this, you'll be needing fabric, a hair tie, hot glue gun, and a jar. By the way, my fabric is 20 centimeters by 6 centimeters. And I'm using my jar and wrapping my fabric around it. Next, take your hair tie and put it around the fabric so that it's in the middle. Once it's in the middle, fold it over like this. It should kind of look like a skirt on the jar. Next, take your hot glue gun and put some glue on the top layer of your fabric like this. Once it's on, just put it on the bottom and press down. Now, I'm going to show you how to do it once more. Now do this all the way around. So this is what it looks like when I did it all the way around, but make sure not to glue the ends together because we'll be needing that to flip it inside out, which is what we're going to do right now. This may take some time, but eventually it will look like this. Now, the last step to this is to glue the ends down. So to do this, you want to take one end of your opening and place it inside the other. Then the end that's opening, that's on the top, fold it over and then put some glue on it. And then fold it down. Then do this to the rest of your opening, all the way around. And this is what it looks like. You can make different colored ones and I think they will turn out really cool. Next is to make slime. You'll be needing 1 tablespoon of glue, half a teaspoon of detergent. Paint or food coloring is optional. First, pour in your glue. I'm using clear glue, but you can also use white glue. Next, I'm adding in paint. If you are using paint, it's going to make your slime opaque, and if you are using food coloring, it's going to make it more clear. So, depending on what type of look you're going for, choose. And then you want to mix it in. Here, I'm also using yellow paint. So I decided on adding more glue just so that the slime would fit in my mini container. And then I'm mixing that in as well. Once it's mixed in, I'm going to add in detergent little by little until it starts to form a clump like this. Still a little bit sticky, so I decided to make it a little bit more harder by adding in some detergent. You can mix this with your hand if you want as well now. Here's my mini container, and this was filled with glitter, but I emptied it out for the slime, and now I'm filling it up. This is what it looks like. This is really satisfying to play with, and you can make this different colors as well. That's it for today's video. I'll see you in my next video. Bye!